Bam, bam, bam. Let's hope I haven't forgotten how to do this. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's been a couple days. We are live. Let me just get this figured out. Wow, there's a lot of people online. I don't understand why. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Darko Sam. I don't know why it's showing everybody's at handles. I don't know why it's doing that. Like, is that something that changed recently? Like, it's not showing everybody's, like, YouTube name. It's showing, like, at whatever, whatever. And I don't know why that is. It's really strange. It's making me have to, like, learn everybody's, like, usernames and stuff again. Participant, go to channel activity. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But, oh well. Let me just get my stuff situated here. But Darko, it's been a while. I know you've been pretty busy, but trying to keep up. Yeah, same man, honestly. It's been a bit of a week. When are we gonna start playing? We're gonna start playing right now, actually. We have a couple of little housekeeping things we need to do. And we need to go get some sand. We need to do a lot of things, honestly. Um One thing specifically is we need to add some storage. Because your boy Jeeves isn't cutting it. You need to remove all the pumpkins. Yeah, really. I don't know. They're kind of fun. I kind of like them. Okay. So, I need some storage because, quite frankly, we have a lot of stuff in shulker boxes right now that I wish kind of wasn't. So, I'm thinking about potentially putting a big stack of chests here for now, just to get all the prismarine out. Hey, monkey plays. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, like, obviously I'd prefer not to hand sort it, but I need empty shulkers to go get sand. So, what I'm thinking is first things first, we need to empty out some of the shulkers of their prismarine because that's actually an empty one. I'll just toss that in yield inventory. But yeah, no, we have so much prismarine from the takedown of the ocean monument that it needs to be dealt with. So I'll grab at least these two. The problem is too is all my chests are completely unsorted now. So we definitely need to do something about that. I don't need to sort all of them right now, but a good chunk of them would definitely help. Ooh. Looks like we might be getting some more rip clops. So, let's start by at least getting all the prismarine in one place. I would like to do like the different kinds of prismarine in each chest, but I don't think it's going to work out like that. So, let me see what I can do here. That lighting is really close. I'm wondering if we have some more skeleton horses. I've been eating a lot of wraps lately. Me too, actually. I had shawarma the other night. It was pretty good. There we go. And was this dark prismarine? Here, I'll take that. I'll actually take all of this. Yeah, geez. Is prismarine green or blue? It actually changes color. So for someone who's colorblind, I've never really paid much attention to it, but yeah, no, it actually changes color. This stuff here. Here we go. Let's see if I can grab... wow, we hit 3 likes already. Thanks, guys. You're colorblind. Yes, very. It actually came up at my new job this week because it turns out that my coworker is also colorblind, but I'm a little bit more colorblind than them. Hey, Moonfairy9003. I'm sorry if you have a different username. I keep getting the @ handles, and I don't know why. You know what? Here, let's just figure it out, because, like, I want to be able to actually, like, talk to everybody. So, like, that's kind of annoying. Why is it showing @name on YouTube streams? Because it started rolling out a new system to display unique @ handles instead of the channel names in live chat, a feature only appearing on shorts and comments. This change is part of an effort to combat impersonation, spam, and fake accounts. That is really dumb. Apparently that's just a thing now. Yeah, no, apparently that is just a thing now. Oh, 5 likes. Thanks, guys. I just moved away from the screen for 2 seconds and crushed the like goal. Yeah, according to YouTube, Google, and Reddit, that's just a thing that is now to combat bots. Which, like, if that's the case, I'm kind of okay with it, because, like, we do get a lot of bots, but... I put up my Christmas tree. Hey! Actually, we just set up the Christmas tree in the office yesterday. Wow, we're gonna end up with a lot of skeleton horses. Those are all landing real close. I just want to put all the prismarine in one place, because prismarine now, even though we have a farm, it's still, like, a pretty expensive commodity. So I don't want to not know where it is. With this treasure, I summoned Divine General of the 8-handed sword, Sila like Golraga. I've been here for past streams, I just haven't been chatting much. No, that's fair. Moonfairy, what's your, like, YouTube channel name? Like, I'm sure I probably recognize you, but... I mean, I guess I can just go to your channel. But, just out of curiosity. Here, let's start grabbing some of this stuff. Luna. Oh, you are Luna. Okay. I thought so. I didn't want to assume. Also, guys, shout out to Luna. Luna was really cool the other day, so be nice to Luna. Luna was super mature and super cool, so I won't go into too much detail as to why, but they deserve some praise. Why are you streaming today if you don't normally stream? I am streaming today because, one, I miss streaming with you guys. You know, it's fun for me too. But, yeah, it's been busy with work, right? And, you know, I, unfortunately lost my grandmother this week. You know, just kind of bumming me out a little bit, and wanted to do something that, you know, kind of cheered me up a little bit. And hanging out with you guys kind of cheers me up a little bit, so we're doing it. You know, it is just about to be 7 in the morning. And, you know, I was up and my cat decided to scream the song of his people. And I decided, you know what, I'm already up. Let's just go do this thing. And I asked my wife if it was okay with her, and she said she was fine with it. And we both had kind of a busy, rough week, so we're like, you know what, let's just have a soft, chill weekend where we just kind of recover and, you know, process everything that's been going on, and, you know, just have a grand old time. So the only thing I need to do this weekend is get groceries and potentially go get some Christmas presents. So we're until further notice, that's basically the weekend plan. Maybe you could stream on weekends. Yeah, so here's the thing. I want to do that. Like, I really do. And it is sort of in the back of my mind of like, well, what if you stream on Saturdays? And the short answer is maybe. But I don't want my life to revolve around the streams, you know? So the short answer is I'm going to try. Like, that's actually what my old schedule used to be, like, way back when I used to stream, is I used to stream on Saturdays. And it was cool. Like, I definitely, every week, get more and more people following me and whatnot. But obviously it's not as consistent as doing it every single day. So we'll see what happens. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but I also don't want my life to revolve around just streaming. So we'll see. What's the next goal for the hardcore world? So, we took down. So basically, we have the Prismarine farm now, right? Which is good. I definitely am stoked on that. I do want to finish the Nether hub just to kind of bring the build together a little bit. Just a second. Ollie. Buddy, you're killing me here. Sorry, my kitty cat calls. I think he assumed that when we got up, we would just spend all the time with him. Not to say I didn't. I actually did go play with him for a little bit, but apparently that wasn't good enough for Master Kitty Cat. There we go. So we'll take this one back. This is all the stuff from when we were building / the trial chamber. Here, let's see. We got a lot of phantom membranes too. I definitely want to keep those because we can use those for slow falling potions for if we ever go fight the dragon again. Yeah, here. Try and organize this up a little bit. Oh, nice. I didn't know I had these in here. I will make some more sea lanterns. There we go. Yeah, here. Sorry, I'm trying to consolidate a little bit. I'll actually keep the chests. Immediately put them away. Redstone. We'll throw that in there. Mob drops. We can throw this in here. Please play around with wind charges. I love them. Maybe instead of a hardcore world next season, you could do a let's play multiplayer world. Yeah, I've been sort of looking into like ways to do like multiplayer stuff with you guys. Speaking of which, did you guys see the Hightail trailer? Yo. That game looks clean. Ollie, come on, buddy. Like, I don't know if you guys have caught up with that, but oh boy. Well, well, well. Mr. Bacon King himself. What do we have here? Thought I smelt some bacon sizzling. Smells like bitch in here. No, I'm kidding. Okay, that kind of organizes it a little bit. I don't know if that was actually all the prismarine, but it definitely helped clear some room for other stuff. See if I can get all my gravel back with my gravel. And there we go. Put Bad Omen over here. I think he's right next to me. Under there. Get it? No, sorry. I don't get jokes. I'm lame. See, my problem is I need to make like a sand chest, honestly. We can throw this up somewhere. Here, this actually should be here. And that should actually be here. There we go. And then this should technically be here. Yeah. There we go. How have I been, Stein? It's been a rough week, I'll be honest. It says look under there, and then you say look underwear, and it sounds like you're saying underwear. It's so stupid, don't worry. I know, I was playing along. Honestly, man, like, this week's been kind of rough, I'll be honest. I've been trying to keep a brave face, but, you know, Grandma passed away, started a new job, big change to my routine. It's been kind of rough, but my wife's been super, super supportive this week. Shout out to her. I think she's still sleeping or in the bathroom or something, but yeah, no, she's been, really on top of making sure that I'm actually acknowledging my emotions and, you know, doing that, because I have a hard time with that. Yeah, this week ain't our week. I got fired from my job. Oh my god, you got fired. What happened? You just didn't pick the vegetables or fruits fast enough, or what? Oh, that was my stomach. Shoot. Yeah, I guess we don't really have room for that. Redstone chest is gonna be a mess for a little bit. But we do have a bunch of lapis. We can move downstairs. Oh my god, I have alexithymia too. What the heck? I just said I was too slow, though I was ahead of everyone, so I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to pay you. He signed up for cheap labor and got someone who actually did the work. Yeah, my new job's been weird. So I guess everyone here is probably a return viewer, but in case you're not, so I'm a mechanical engineering technologist, and it usually involves doing like 3D modeling and like, you know, like stuff you would typically do for like 3D printing, right? And you know, not 3D printing itself, but like the same steps. And I went into this place thinking I'd be doing like AutoCAD or SolidWorks or like some kind of 3D modeling. And instead they have this like weird software where it's like software they made themselves. And you basically like put in a bunch of numbers and it just like spits out the product they make. It's really weird. I've never done anything quite like this before. So it's been a bit of a steep learning curve. And admittedly, like for the first 2 days, I was kind of like, did I make a mistake? Like, I really don't know if I want to do this. But it got a lot better. So I think we're going to stick this one out. See how it goes. I actually already had the recruiter calling me yesterday. Just be like, how's it going? Like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, it's, you know, we're good. So we'll see how it goes. He said he'd reach out in like a month or so just to see how things are going, but I think we're okay. The only thing that kind of bummed me out is they basically decided that they were going to pay me a little bit less than they had originally promised, which, you know, it's kind of a kick in the pants, but it is what it is. I did find out yesterday, though, I might actually make overtime on salary, which normally isn't a thing. So I need to confirm that on Monday with the owner to see if my contract actually supports that, because if it does, your boy's going to be making a lot more money this year as opposed to my last job. Because, like, there was times at my last job that, like, I would work, like, 30-plus hours of overtime and not get paid for it. Just because on salary, like, that's just what you do. But here, we actually have, like, a punch clock system. So, I was talking to the other employees, and they're like, yeah, no, we get paid overtime. And I was like, really? But that's their contract, right? So it could be different for me. But we'll see. I need to, talk it over with the boss first. But if that is the case, then oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. A lot of new people and some old faces. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, to be fair, there's everyone's got their new handles now, so it's kind of hard to recognize some people. Some people's handles are very similar to their like YouTube name, but there we go. Get another shulker. Here, can I? Yeah. Take that actually. Dragon's Breath can stay in here. We still need to do everything with the Dragon's Breath. Do you like ferrets or monkeys? To be honest, ferrets kind of creep me out a little bit. I don't dislike them. They're just kind of weird animals. I've always liked monkeys more. My dad actually used to call us his little monkeys when we were kids, which, like, looking back on it is, like, kind of weirdly sort of racist, but, just because, like, my mom is black, so it's a little strange. Like, I'm very white. Like, if you looked at me, you would never guess that I'm part black. I just kind of have, like, a slight tan all the time. Like, most people that are half black are, like, way darker, kind of like my sisters. But, should do a stream just reacting to a show and anime. I mean, that would be fun. I don't know if I could get away with that, though. I might get a copyright strike. But, yeah, no, my dad used to call us his little monkeys and his little turkeys. And, I never really knew how I thought about that. Or felt about that, I guess. It was just a weird nickname. I just kind of went with it. Like, yeah, okay. This is pretty good. Like, we got the shulker boxes kind of figured out, so that leaves us with 7 full shulker boxes I can fill with sand. Because I need to get a bunch of sand for glass. This actually doesn't... Well, I guess it does kind of belong in here. We have a bunch of end rods, too. I kind of want to do something with that. There we go. Yeah, we're back to, like, some level of organization. It's not great, but it'll do. You should do a stream. Oh my god, you have 199 videos. Really? I had no idea. Oh, look at these bees. Like, this flower's the good one. I did not know that. That's kind of cool. I also got 5 likes, guys. Killing the like game. Okay. Here, let me make some rockets. I also don't know where my gold boots are. I made some new ones just so that I would have some. But I actually don't know where my good ones are. Can I give you 200 pennies? Actually, I can't because we don't have pennies anymore in Canada. Canada abolished pennies like 10 years ago now. I still have a big jar full of them. I actually have a few from like the 1940s, but Canadian coin collecting isn't really the same as American coin collecting. They're not like that worth it. Like now, whenever we like buy something and it comes to like say like whatever in 3 cents, we just round up to the highest nickel. So now we just have like nickels, dimes, quarters, and then a lot of people don't know this, but 50-cent coins do exist. They just don't use them very often. And then we have loonies, and we have toonies. And I actually have a few $1 and $2 like really old Canadian bills. I used to work in like a very touristy area, and what would happen is you'd get people from like, you know, they came to Canada like say like 50 years ago on a trip for their honeymoon and never came back, and then as like, you know, when they retire they came to like, you know, finally have another vacation in the place where they honeymooned. And what they do is they don't know, so they bring all of their old money with them. And lo and behold, we don't use $1 and $2 bills anymore, but in Canada they're very, very rare now. And so what would happen is they would pay with it at the Dairy Queen that I worked at, and then I would go up to my manager and be like, "Hey, can I buy those off you?" And he'd let me buy them like dollar for dollar, so I could just like give him a loonie, and he'd hand me a $1 bill. So I actually have like a decent stack. Darko, I just realized I missed out on a lot. Yeah, you kind of, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but like you definitely missed out on some stuff. So for example, Darko, we are working on a nether hub, and I have netherite armor. Yeah, no, this series is longer than season 2 now, but we're working on a cool nether hub right now. In like 10 minutes, can you join my Minecraft server? No, dude, we're in the middle of some stuff. I do want to figure out a way to play online with you guys soon, though. I've been sort of looking into it. Wow, we're up to 14 people and 6 likes, guys. Thank you. We're back in full force. Honestly, I wasn't sure how a weekend stream would go. But it's already got more views than the one I did on Wednesday, so it seems to be doing okay. But right now, we are heading to... You know what I could do? Here. I have an idea. It's kind of a weird one, but... We're going to dig our way there, and there's a reason for that. Because we can get camels... And the new update is on pre-release 3, which means we can get zombie horses and zombie camels from deserts. And so I'm thinking we should make the pathway big enough so that we can actually bring home a camel and a zombie camel. Now, I'm not updated to that new version yet, but I'm assuming this Wednesday, or maybe even this weekend, the new version's going to drop. And potentially we can get some new stuff. Oh, you spooked me. It's okay. Yeah, thanks, Luna. I hope it's cool if I still call you Luna. It's just easier than Moon Fairy. You should try building an automatic storage system. I already have an automatic storage system, as a matter of fact. It actually sorts my, all my stuff from the redstone farms. Which, also, we need to make a, we need to make a few upgrades to the redstone farm as well. Here, let me kind of block some of this off. It's funny when you say block it off, because, like, you are actually using blocks. There we go. I just need to be careful as I go through this. It's going to be a bit of a process to get here. Yeah. We had some pretty big snowstorms the past couple of days. We got like 20 centimeters of snow in this past like 2 days. So, needless to say, outside is a little gross right now. But I made a Stein pin that's on my messenger bag. Oh, that's awesome. You should take a picture of it and throw it in the Discord. Yeah, we had absolutely no snow, and then we got a snow squall warning, and it basically just dumped snow all over Ontario. Are you being held hostage by pajama men? I mean, I'm being held hostage by the fact that it's snowy outside and I don't want to go outside. Like, I was all worried I was going to have to call in sick yesterday because there was so much snow. It ended up taking me, like, almost an hour to get to work. Fun fact, did you guys know, a lot of you guys are probably too young for this, but there's that old show, Bananas in Pajamas. It was, like, for kids on, like, YTV. The two actors who played the giant banana men in the intro and like part of the show, they're actually a gay couple in real life. They're just like two dudes who are like also actually a couple. I can't remember where that show is filmed. I know it's not like an English speaking country that made that show, but they like redubbed it or something. But yeah, no, they're apparently a gay couple. Nice little bit of LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trivia for you. Sorry, I don't know the whole acronym. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, I just genuinely don't know it. I remember everyone I knew at school used to watch that ages ago. No one says 6, 7. Yeah, no, that meme is like finally starting to die, I think. South Park used it for an episode. I think it's like once something like, you know, casually explained actually did a cool video about it where like he's a bit of a comedian, but like what he said is like pretty valid. But like once a meme makes it to like a mainstream company, it's basically dead. But then it gets picked up by like 4chan or something again because it's part of the mainstream company and like kind of like revives it, but like not the meme itself, but like the cringing at the meme becomes the meme. Like eventually, like what's probably gonna happen now is like everyone's gonna start using it in like media ads and stuff, and then it's gonna get super cringe, but then everyone's gonna make fun of it because it's super cringe, not because it's funny. It's just kind of how the internet works. Just like it works by giving me a bunch of likes on this stream, guys. Cough, cough, cough. Yeah, sorry. This is going to take a little while to get here, but I think it's going to be super worth it. You know what I actually kind of want to do is I want to collect a bunch of the basalt. Because I need that for a build in the future. So, here, let me grab a bunch of it. Might as well grab it while I'm here, right? Here we go. Clash Royale already added a 7 emote. Jesus Christ. I actually almost downloaded Clash Royale the other day. I was looking at new games, and I found this new game that's actually a lot of fun. It's like Penguin Rush or something like that, where you're just like a little penguin on a sled. And then you, like, upgrade your sled in your little slingshot that, like, launches you forward. I'm sure there's, like, 100 games like that. Like, I've already played a few games that are, like, very similar. But, it's a lot of fun. And the reason I kept playing it is because the ads for it are actually, like, kind of short. So you don't have to sit there for, like, 20 minutes watching ads while you play it. It's just like, oh, like, a couple quick ads and you're good. Because, once again, I do not like ads myself, so that's why I try to Make it so you guys don't have to watch them either. Maybe free, but it costs your soul. True. Alright, so we're about 300 blocks the way there. I believe it's like 1,200 blocks away, so we got a little bit of time. We can hang out and chat about random memes and stuff if you guys want. I know this is going to take a little bit, but I'm hoping to do a stream that's longer than an hour today. So... we'll just kind of keep moving along, and eventually once this tunnel is big enough... the good thing about it, too, is, like, once we get a camel and stuff out of here, and, like, we're all, like, good to go, we can actually lay this down with ice, which was also one of my plans before. And we can ice boat there, which would be way faster than walking. We do have a lot of mountains near us with ice on it. So, if you're to do an SMP thing, you do it with viewers or with other YouTubers. I don't know. It depends. Right? Like, I would love to do something with you guys to, like, play online and, like, interact with fans. But I don't know if I'd want to do that, like, every single stream, you know? I think that would be kind of a lot, especially if we got, like, trolls in the chat. So, I feel like I would want to do it with other streamers. But I don't know other streamers, and, like, I've actually found a few, like, SMPs where our streamers are streaming, and, like, I got added to the Discords and stuff. And, like, all those streamers only have, like, 200 subscribers, which is, like, way less than I have. So it kind of made me laugh a little bit, where it's just like I'm having such a hard time finding people to stream with, yet these people have like 200 subscribers, and yet they have like a stream following already and like are in an SMP. So I don't really know what to think about that, but you know, eventually I would like to interact with viewers and also streamers, but like I'm not a PvP god or anything. Like you know, I play single player and make cool builds, so I don't use any kind of like building software. I've been seeing a lot of people doing that lately, where they get like building software where you can like build the thing in creative, and then it like scans it and then lets you like have like an opaque image in your file that you can just kind of copy. But I don't know how I feel about that. It's like kind of cheaty for me. I don't know. It depends. It depends on your playstyle, right? Like, there's certain things that I think are, like, pretty cheesy. Nishan, sorry, buddy. I'm not joining your server right now. We're kind of in the middle of stuff. I appreciate the offer, though. For example, like, carpet dupers. I've been seeing a lot of videos of people using them for fuel. And while I get that it's not that different from making, like, a TNT duper... for me, that's kind of pushing the lines of, is this cheating, is this not? So, I won't be doing carpet dupers. I'm gonna try and do other stuff. I might do TNT dupers at some point if there's, like, a reason for it. But if it's just, like, you know, one hole or something like that, then maybe I'll just dig it out by hand. But if it ends up being, like, a huge project that would take months and months and months, I don't want to, like, bore you guys with that, so... we could definitely TNT bomb out that. It depends. Like my single player file where it's like a giant hole with a big tree in the middle, like that wouldn't have been possible without TNT duping. It just straight up wouldn't. So, I don't know. We'll see. Wait, I can't find my bag, I swear. Sure you can't. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you can always join SMPs with YouTubers that have less subscribers. Yeah, no, that's true. Like, I have nothing against that. Like, I would love to, like, meet other people that stream and, like, stream with them. It's just, I don't know them or, like, how to, like, introduce myself to them. Someone suggested a while back, it might have been Viralink, I can't remember. But they said, like, just, like, message them on Instagram. But it depends, right? That was you? Okay. Monkey plays. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to say who it was, but it kind of slipped out. But Hypixel has a built-in SMP system. Does it? I mean, that would be cool. Where did that go? Here. Ollie. Sorry if you guys can hear my cat in the background. Here, we're just gonna collect all this basalt because I do have an idea that requires a bunch of it, so might as well grab it now while we're here. Remember when you were 3rd grade and someone stole your backpack? That was me. No, man, my elementary school experience was like so weird because like a lot of like big things came up when I was a little kid. Like for example, like when I was in grade 1, that's when Pokemon like really hit the scene in North America. And I actually remember so when Pokemon first came out in North America, like I had no idea about it because like it just wasn't like on my radar. I was like 6. And I remember we did a school trip to the local ice rink, and my best friend, who only went to my school for 1 year, but it happened to be the year that he was at my school. And I remember we were like exactly where we were. We were walking back, and he's like, "Yeah, I found this new show. It's called Pokemon." I was like, "Oh yeah, what's that?" And he's like, "I don't know. They're like little creatures, and they like have powers, and they like battle." And like in my head, I like fully remember this. I remember it being like, "Oh, is it like superheroes, like Batman and like Superman?" Like I didn't understand it because like he just was bad at explaining it. And then I remember going home that day and just like seeing like I think it was on like the TV guide on my table or something, but it was like, "Oh, Pokemon's coming on like this afternoon." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like I'll go check out this show that my friend was talking about." And it was the worst episode to watch for the first episode of Pokemon because it was the one where Ash fights Sabrina, which is the psychic gym. And for anyone who doesn't know, in that episode, this gym leader, Sabrina, she has like psychic powers, right? So what happened is like she had like telekinesis and like could make people teleport and stuff like that. And so I just thought like all the characters in that show could like do stuff like that. And it was super confusing for me because I was like, what's a Pikachu? What's a Squirtle? Why does he have a ghost? Why do all these people have psychic powers? And I was like so confused about like what I was watching. And then when I asked him at school the next day, he's just like, "Oh yeah, no, that's like just for that city. Like that's not like a normal thing." I was like, "Oh, so like they don't all just like have ghosts and psychic powers?" And he's like, "No, like watch more than one episode." And so I did. And he ended up getting his Haunter and like beating the gym, and like, you know, they moved on, and I watched a couple episodes like throughout the week and like started to sort of understand it. And then by that point, everyone had started playing the Game Boy game at school. There was like 2 or 3 kids that had a Game Boy and that like brought it to school. And the cards started coming out too, so everyone started collecting the cards. And like, you know, my mom was a single parent, like we didn't have money for me to like buy booster packs or anything, so like, you know, some kids would feel bad and give me like, you know, their common cards, and eventually I had a big stack of commons, and then I would trade up. But I had this one friend who, he was a year older than me, and he brought his Game Boy to school. His parents let him, and he had Pokemon Red. And I remember we had 3 recesses at school, and he let me play it for the last recess. It was like 15 minutes, and I got so obsessed with it, I went to Blockbuster and rented it with my parents, and I played it for like, honest to God, like 2 days straight, where I slept for maybe 4 hours in between and just played it because it was a new release. So you had to, like, when you rented a game and it was a new release, you only had it for 3 days. And so I just did everything I could to play it for those 3 days. And I think I got to like the 6th or 7th gym in 3 days, just like grinding my way through it. And then I had to give the game back and lost that file forever. And that was when I started saving money for my own games. And then after like 3 or 4 months of saving, I was like very close. I needed like $5 more before I could buy one of the games. But then my birthday came, and I got a bunch of birthday money. And my mom actually ended up buying me one of the versions. I think she got me Pokemon Red for my birthday. But I also had birthday money, so I went out and got Pokemon Blue as well. And she was all pissed because, like, she had saved up, like, you know, as a single mom who was, like, newly divorced, like, that was a lot of money to spend on something for her kids. So she was like, why do you need both games? Why are you wasting your money? Whatever. And I was like, because you need both games, because you can't get all the Pokemon. And I was just, like, such a little kid, and she just, like, didn't get it. And that's how I ended up with Pokemon Red and Blue on the same day. And I was the only kid in school that had both games. And then Pokemon Yellow came out shortly after that, and I was like, oh man, I never actually owned Pokemon Yellow until my wife and I started dating, and she had it. And now we're married, so, you know, it's mine is hers, and hers is mine kind of thing. So I technically kind of own Pokemon Yellow now, but it's her copy. But that's how my whole Pokemon journey kind of started. Not 6 or 7, I have PTSD. Red FFM, what mods are you using? So I'm not using any mods, actually. They're resource packs. So they're basically just things that don't modify the game, but just, like, you know, reskin things. So for example, like, I have the day counter in the middle. So it just shows, like, what day and, like, the coordinates. And then I'm using a resource pack called Full Bright so that I don't need to put torches everywhere, and, like, you guys can see when I'm in, like, dark caves and stuff, so it's not boring. That's kind of like what Dream uses for his manhunt, so you guys can see. And then I'm also using a resource pack to, I almost said mod, a resource pack to make my Totem of Undying into my skin. So, because, like, you know, you make a cool skin and then you just wear armor and it gets covered up, right? So, for me, my Totem of Undying that I'm always holding is now my skin, so you guys can kind of see, and it, like, kind of looks like I'm talking to you if I shift really fast. I just gotta make sure I don't get sticky keys. I am crouching because, one, I need to mine all this out, but two, because I don't know, I'm on the nether ceiling, like, I'm very close to it, that's the ceiling right there, and, there's a very real possibility that while I'm mining, if I mine really quickly, I will just fall through the floor and die. So I'm just going very slow and just moving on along. I'd say we're about 300 blocks away from the end, so just gonna keep it on moving. And just kind of go from there. We're up to 23 people and 6 likes. Thanks, guys. We're killing it for views right now, too. You know, I wasn't sure, because, like, you know how the algorithm is, right? Like, I was streaming every day, and then I kind of, like, took a week, almost a full week off of not streaming, so I thought, you know, no one would see it, but no, we're doing pretty good today. So, shout out to you guys for checking out the stream. Any new people here, shout out to you guys. We even got a couple people on Twitch as well, so I'm actually dual streaming. Stein Plays MC on Twitch. And, yeah, we got a couple people over there. We got a bunch of people on YouTube. Having a great time. And, yeah. You know? It's definitely nice that I've had, like, a full week of, like, stuff and, like, you know, I can actually, like, talk about stuff on stream. Because I've definitely had streams where I'm like, I don't know what to say. How long is this tunnel? We're almost there. See, my X-coordinate is 940 right now. I'm pretty sure the X-coordinate for the portal is like 1100 and something. So, we're almost there. It'll be worth it, though, because, again, this tunnel will be big enough that we can get a camel to bring back with us. Maybe even 2 camels. And we can have underwater camels, which is a weird thing to say. And then once we update to the new version, we can get zombie camels and zombie horses as well. So it'll be super worth it. And then once we get all those guys back from the desert and there's nothing left to grab, we can actually throw ice on the bottom of this. And we can ice boat, so this won't take nearly as long anymore. So just kind of bear with me for this tunnel. Because this is the only time we're going to have to do it. And then when it's finally done and I have a nice staircase down to the portal and everything, we'll be able to replace all this with ice. And this path, instead of it taking me like 5 minutes to get from back and forth to the desert, it'll take me like half a second. So, we're almost there. But yeah, no, we're not even an hour in, and we have 25 to 26 people here. So, I'm curious how the algorithm is going to treat that. Because that's actually really, really good numbers. I think my biggest stream was the dragon fight. And we had, I think it was 155 was the peak for that. So we'll see how it goes. I am definitely curious and optimistic. I'm head off stream. I want to play some Minecraft. Alright, Nyran Shaw, or Enshaw, I guess, would be your other handle. Have fun, be safe. Always bring a totem. I actually really want to start carrying, like, gold apples on the regular. I don't have the gold supply for it yet. Once I break into the nether roof and make a gold farm, then it'll be a lot better. We just need to get a bunch of magma blocks to do that. Alright, so we should be getting pretty close to the end now. I don't know how far away we are, but we're just about in the 1100s. So we should be there hopefully soon. But for anyone who's never made a gold farm before, I made one in my single player file. It's not the best design, but it definitely makes enough gold for like what I need it for. I just use it for trading piglins in my piglin farm. But in this file, I might try and make a more efficient one. I know people have made them using like nether portals. Nyran is how it's pronounced. Oh, okay. My bad. Again, not trying to be offensive. Everyone's got different names from different language origins, and it's hard sometimes. I'm trying my best. Not trying to offend anybody. Like, if it makes you feel any better, I won't say it on stream, but my last name is pretty easy, and people mispronounce it all the time. Like, it's basically one letter off from a very common English word, and people still misspell it. Or not misspell it, missay it, but, like, mispronounce it. That's how you speak English. Alright, should be just about there. I think that's the end of it right there. I can see it. And then I need to make a bit of a... Yeah, there's my pathway down there. I need to make a bit of a... I forgot what I was talking about. Never mind. Oh, ooh, that was my keyboard. That was not me. I almost fell to my death. Really glad that I am a pro Minecraft gamer. No, I'm kidding. Actually, my keyboard at work is driving me insane. They gave me this keyboard, and I swear it's like rusted or something because it squeaks when you press the keys. And it's like a high-pitched squeak, like metal on metal. And it's actually like driving me insane. I kind of want to like get my own keyboard at home and bring it in because it's actually driving me nuts at work. Alright, oh, there's a fortress down there. I hope that guy doesn't shoot me. The good news, though, is we are very, very close because that's the second fortress, I think. So if we can just make it past this, we should be very, very close to the Bastion. The Bastion is where the portal is. And I believe the Bastion is just past here. So, let's see. Wow, we're already up to 81 views. It's not even the first hour yet. That's insane. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. You know, I genuinely wasn't sure how a Saturday stream would go because I haven't done one in a really long time. But you guys definitely proved that the fan base is very much still alive. I know it's only been a week, but I wasn't sure how going from streaming every single day to barely streaming at all would go. And I feel bad. I wanted to get a bunch of long-form content recorded for you guys, and I fully intended on doing it, and just stuff got so busy so quickly that I just didn't have time to record. So I'm hoping at some point this weekend, maybe I'll stay up late tonight and start recording a long series. It probably won't get uploaded for another week or so just because I need to like edit it down and like pick music for it and make sure it's like good. I would like to do subtitles for it, but subtitles take a long time to edit in. I know they do increase your views though, so that's why I'm kind of like, maybe I should. I'm making eggs and bagel for breakfast. Nice. I actually love bagels, but they make me sick. It's like one of those foods I just can't seem to keep down for some reason. But yeah, no, I do want to do a long series. There is something I do want to do. I don't know if the algorithm's really going to care for it or if you guys are either, but it's something I want to do, so I think it'll be interesting for the channel. I haven't seen a lot of people do this sort of challenge, so it's not really a unique idea, but it's definitely a fun idea. And then I do want to keep posting shorts too, but now that I'm not streaming every single day, I have less content to pull shorts from, so if something funny happens in the stream, I'll definitely make a short out of it, but it depends, right? Here, I want to try and grab Blackstone too, because you can use that for a lot of cool stuff. 7 likes, thank you. I don't know who that was, but you're the real OG. Alright, sorry, I just want to run ahead really quick just to see, because like I thought we would have already been here by now. But this is taking a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was only at 1,100 blocks away. Like, I'm glad that we're digging this out, because once we put the ice bridge in, it's going to make it a lot faster, but look at these dudes. Is it here? Okay, yeah, here's the end. Let's see if we can, we'll speedrun this a little bit. Yeah, so I have to go down one more block. I threw on the elytra just in case, so if I fall, I should be able to, like, catch myself. I'm hoping between the totem and the elytra I should be okay. I just don't want to waste any more of your guys' time in this stupid tunnel. You know what I mean? So we'll keep going. Hopefully this connects up to where we were pretty soon. I think it's like right here. There we go. Now on the way back, I can just break the top block. And we actually went through like quite a bit of durability on that. Really hoping my shovel is has enough durability left for me to get a bunch of sand. I'm actually kind of shocked we didn't see any netherite scrap. I know it's like less common the higher up you go, but I was still kind of hopeful. I don't know where those pig boys went, but I was kind of using them as a bit of a landmark. Oh, here we go. There, that's fine. That was much, much faster. Here, let me just patch this up. There we go. And, hey, we hit 100 views. That's great, guys. Thank you. So we'll get this all mined out. I was going to leave it until we got something else, but... or until we got the camel, but screw it. Feeling a little completey Pete today. That's what my wife, or the game grumps called Gerard Khalil, the completionist, whose career is kind of in the toilet right now, but I was a big fan of him and his Beard Bros channel. Still am a fan of the Beard Bros, but now he's done on it, so... You know, with Alex Fossiani and Brett Bayonne. Those two are really funny. They have an Elden Ring series going right now. It's like over 200 episodes. I'm like 100 episodes behind. I would love to get caught up, but I just don't have that kind of time. There we go. I can Elytra jump my way all the way back. I'm hoping this is a little faster than running. I actually don't know. Okay. So, I just need to make a better staircase down to the portal, hopefully without getting shot by a ghast. Actually, yeah, I have arrows on me. Okay. There. Being a little risky, but kind of worth it. Alright. So let's try and get down here a little bit safer. We are here, though. I just need to make a staircase that we can bring a camel up. So hopefully... Yeah, see, there's the portal right there. Now, unfortunately, there are gas here, so I need to be a little bit diligent. Alright, let's see. Jump down here. Can I not reach this? There we go. Don't you dare. I think my bow is just more powerful than I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Then we got that. Okay. And my portal, there's the bastion right there. So my portal is down here. There's not really a great way down there, is there? Here, let me see if I can, like, come back here or something. Make, like, a double staircase down from here. This also kind of helps me out, too. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. I don't have to, like, actually jump down there. Here we go. Here. Sorry, guys. Chat went awful quiet out of nowhere. I'm hoping that's not a glitch. But I know people are getting their days started and whatnot, so... I know YouTube's been kind of weird lately with the chat filter, so... I might, once we get out into the portal, I might hit a refresh on the stream. Just to be safe. I just ate like 20 vitamin gummies. Jesus. You like training to fight Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like, what are you doing? They need to stop making them taste like candy. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You'll get like kidney stones from that. I'm kind of one to talk. I drink like nothing but Diet Pepsi, but... Yeah, everyone at work keeps asking me, like, "What, do you want a coffee? Do you want a coffee?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." They're just like, "What do you mean you don't drink coffee? Like, you're an engineer and you don't drink coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much." They're like, "That's, like, so weird. Like, every engineer drinks coffee." I'm like, "No, I like pop." Yeah, I made it all the way through college without any coffee. And I tell people that sometimes and they're just, like, absolutely flabbergasted. Hey, Nerf Marshall. Hey, Stein. I recently got a PC in Java. It's just crazy coming from a Bedrock player. It's so much smoother. Yeah, well, I mean, Java is the original version, right? Like, I know it's kind of weird to call it that, but Java is what Minecraft was made on, and then when Microsoft bought Mojang from Notch, they reprogrammed everything in C so that it would run a little bit better. And that's how you end up with your Bedrock version. Because, like, if you ever had, like, the PS3 version, that's technically Legacy version. And it's not... I don't think that one's owned by Microsoft. I think that was, like, a translation from the Mojang team before all that happened. So it's, like, very similar, but not quite. Stop, I went through a whole bottle of 3 in 3 weeks. A whole bottle of 100 in 3 weeks. Yeah, no. Definitely be careful of that. Are you actually going to get kidney stones? I mean, as long as you're drinking a bunch of water, you should be okay. But, like, yeah, no, you're not supposed to just, like, eat vitamin gummies. That's, like, super not good for you. Like, you probably feel great, but that's not something you should do. You'll be able to, like, see the air. The amount of vitamins you got. Yeah, I don't know. It's just surprising to me how much smoother it runs. Yeah, well, like, I don't know. Like, Java too, like, you get more mods and stuff for free with Java, so... where the heck am I? Hello? Like, I'll take all that glowstone in a sec, but... Yeah, where the heck is my portal? I, like, completely missed it. Here, hang on. Hang on. Let's, tower up here. No wonder I always have freaking diarrhea. Yeah, man, there's a lot of, like, dissolved, like, salts and stuff like that, and, like, you eat a bunch of that, that is really bad for your kidneys, and it's probably making you poop. And shaders. Yeah, shaders definitely helps, too. Eventually, there's going to be natural shaders in Minecraft, though, so that'll be cool. Oh, I missed it. I think that's it over there. Yeah, here. Yeah. It's like, what, like 8 blocks? Here, let's take this guy out. These guys are surprisingly strong, so you gotta be careful with them. There. Yeah. Where did... my dad said I can go to my mom's to get my bag later today, so I need it anyways for school. That's good. How's the hardcore world coming? Haven't been able to watch these past few streams. It's pretty good. You know, we're just kind of working away at it. I do want to try and find my staircase I was making. Oh, this is actually part of the bastion right here. I don't know exactly where my staircase starts, but I'm hoping I can break into it. I just kind of go this way. Oh, okay. And then... Where does the staircase start? That's like here-ish. That was concerning. I heard Lurver. Where is the staircase? Uh-oh. Okay. This is kind of weird. Where did that staircase lead out to? Am I just way too far down? What Y level am I at? 63. So the portal's at 60. So here, let me try and just find it. Yeah, I'm a little far down. So that means it needs to go to like here-ish. Playing Minecraft while watching someone play Minecraft. Pretty much. Yeah, so... sure we can find it. We just keep digging in this direction, I guess. But eventually this will lead to where the bastion is, right? Here we go. So am I not over enough, or too far over? I think I'm too far over now. Grr. Glowstone, what the heck? Like, I do need glowstone, but... Here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So then what the heck happened? Did I just barely miss it? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, the portal's like here. Okay, we found it. Here. Just break through a bunch of this. There we go. Uh-oh. That was spooky. What the heck? My guy. Wow, you actually almost made me pop my totem. That would have been really bad. So is this the staircase here? Yeah, it is. Here, I'll just break out all this. Like, I heard him coming, I didn't realize he would do that much damage to me. There we go. And then we can... Actually, here, I'll just break up more of it. There. Now we have a safe staircase to the portal. So... This is the floor we're going to be on. Just kind of bust out this a little bit. Oh. Stop. Germs. There. And then we can just kind of wall this off because we don't actually need to go all the way over there. There we go. And just make sure that this is a 3 high ceiling. And there we go. So now we should be able to get our camels back if we just go up this way. And wow, we're at 141 views. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I feel you. Here, let me toss this back on, because that was actually kind of spooky. I almost died. Then we got this dude right here. Come on. Get out of here. And I will try and mark this off to make it look a little bit more obvious. Here, do I have basalt? Because there is no basalt in this biome. There we go. That way, when we come down these stairs, I can just look for the basalt and we're good to go. Alright, let's go grab a bunch of sand. So we'll head down here. Perfect. Nice little safe portal to our sand biome. Ta-da! And pop this bad boy back on. And we can start collecting sand. Now, unfortunately, my shovel doesn't have that much durability, but it's still good enough that we can grab a bunch of sand while we're here. Here, I'll grab 3 shulkers just because. And really glad Silk Boy still has some durability, because that would have been really bad. And here we go. So 1, 2, 3. And I'll take this guy back. And there. Grab my shovel. And let's start diggy duggy. Freaking Hamtaro, let's go. Hopefully don't fall to my death from some random sand trap. Or an Enderman, apparently. But yeah, guys, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I haven't quite decided if I want to stream Saturdays and Sundays, but probably just one of the days is good in terms of, like, you know, stream life balance. But we'll see. It depends. If I'm not doing anything, then maybe I'll hop on. But I'm just glad that people are, like, showing up and actually enjoying it. Like, I actually wasn't sure how today would go. So I'm really glad that a bunch of people are coming to hang out and check out the stream. Here, let me get rid of these sticks. And I'll replant some of this so that we have emergency sugar cane just in case. Just for whatever reason if I get stranded out here. And let's take out some more sand. Hopefully your guys' Saturday and week have been okay. Unfortunately, it sounds like Baking Kink had a rough week, but I'm sure they'll get their job situation figured out soon. Just tell all the interviewers that you're like a professional Stein stream commenter, and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, clearly we're dealing with a genius. So we'll grab up a bunch of this sand. I don't know how much I can grab without my shovel breaking. Like, it's already starting to break, but... And then, hopefully, that camel... Yep, there he is. He's still there. We can break this guy out and take him home with us. I would love to grab one more camel to come along for the ride, though. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Grabbing all the sand. Grabbing all the sand in the land. Yeah, I made a rhyme. Okay. We could actually technically break this shovel, because I did want to make a new one. This shovel isn't the greatest, and it's already maxed out enchantment-wise, so I can't add anything else to it. So I think for a netherite shovel, I want to make a better one, because I think this one's only efficiency 4. Yeah, it is. And, like, we have access to so many books now. So why not, right? Make a better shovel. Where's that put us? Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill up 3 shulkers. Definitely not, but... Oh, okay. Gotta love when there's a sand trap you're not aware of. I love that noise. So like satisfying to listen to. It's like popcorn almost. Alright, shovel is just about done. So let me try and... Okay, we filled up 1 at least. Let me see how much more we can get. You know, that'll definitely help with the nether hub. Not to be confused with the other hub. And yeah. I know there's more camels around, so I kind of want to do a quick flyover to see if we can find some more. Here, I don't want to break it just yet. So let me grab these. And we'll do a quick fly around, see if I can see another camel. Hopefully there's one close by. Because we know where that one is. Ooh. I didn't see this before. Come on, God Apple. Papa needs a God Apple. Okay. Let's do this really carefully. Grab these just in case. Okay, we're good. Gold apple. I'll take it. Emeralds. Take those. Take those. And kind of useless, so I guess I'll take the gold. And then take the TNTs. Cut sandstone, you say? Not that I really need TNT, but, you know, you never know. Okay. I mean, we got a gold apple out of it. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I'll take it. Just kind of... Alright. Oh, there's a camel right there. That's not an elytra. Sir, and or madam, you're coming with me. Onward. I wish I could fly with the camel easily. I guess I can do this. You still here? Yeah. If you try to use a rocket, it'll rip, but if you get into the air before you use a rocket, then you can typically sort of drag things along. And we're almost on day 400, guys. I just realized that. We are slowly making our way through. I've definitely never had a hardcore file last this long, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what happened to all my likes. Oh no. I just lost 3 likes. What happened? Aw, man. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, so that's my portal way out there. So here, let me try and grab this other camel down here. And then we can push them both through the nether, hopefully. And get out of here before nightfall. Alright, dude. We're gonna save you. I know it's been like 100 days since I've been here, but... let's see if we can, get you out of here. And we'll grab this guy. Come on, stand up. Okay. We have 2 camels. So now we just need to make it out here. Hopefully these guys are still attached. They are not. I tried my best, but it doesn't seem to work like that, so that's okay. We'll just drag them out here. Unfortunately, my elytra is still active, so this is a little awkward, but slow and steady wins the race. And I'm hoping, because of our new staircase and tunnel, this will be a pretty straightforward ride home. My only concern is right at the end, there isn't like a great path, so I might have to quickly build something to get them across. But then we'll have camels and we'll have some backup sand for making glass for the nether hub. We have tons of coral, so I don't really need to grab any while I'm here. I was kind of smart about it and grabbed it while I could. There we are. So now, can I get these guys through the portal? This is going to be trickier than I thought, isn't it? Holy, I'm back, and 35 viewers is wild. Yeah, no, we're actually doing pretty okay for viewership today. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure how this would go today, but I'm just weirded out how we lost like half the likes. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's fine, I guess. So here, let me see. Can I get you guys to hop on through here, or do I need to like build something? Here, I might have to... Come on. Oh, one went through. Did he go through? Oh, I think he did. Okay. Hey, okay. We got them in. So now, this is going to be a little tricky, but I think we'll be okay. You guys just follow me this way. I think they're only 3 blocks tall. So, like, I should be able to get them in here. I just really hope a gas doesn't show up. That would be the worst. Alright, I'm going to take this corner, nice and slow. Okay. We're in it, guys. We're in it. Do you guys think I'll make it back? See, guys, this is kind of like your environment. It's hot and dry and, you know, full of zombie-like creatures. It's fine. Leash the two camels to each other so it's like a train. It's easier to transport. True. I'm gonna be honest. Oh dear. Give me a sec. I just lost a camel. I repeat, we have lost a camel. Here, let me get this guy further down this tunnel, and then I'll run back for that one, and hopefully he didn't die to fall damage. Yeah, you stay here, camel man. There. He is safe in the tunnel. I don't know what happened to this one, though. He might have just died to fall damage. He totally just died to fall damage. Yikes. Don't you dare. Okay. Let me, sure. Okay, that was not part of the plan, but, you know what we do is we pivot. Let me... Yeah, here's his lead. That's not great, is it? Here. Let me pop back in and see if I can find another one. Because that was definitely not part of the plan. Oh. Hi. You should probably not be here. There you go. Yeah, let's go find another camel if we can. Hopefully close to here. And hopefully on land. Camels. I'm pretty sure there was one near the village. Yeah, here he is. Here, I'm gonna actually go to sleep just so we don't have to deal with mobs fighting us. Oh, get out of here. Stop that. Wow, you really take a lot more damage when you're not wearing the chest plate, eh? At Warden the Ghost. Was it like your ghost eyes or something? Hey, respect your undead people. My bad, my bad. Green dye. Interesting. Actually, I'll take the emerald. Sir. Get out of here. Let's, hit the hay a little bit. And, hey, we're up to 42 people. Awesome. Okay. So let me grab that camel I saw. There he is, just doing a sploot. And, okay. I just want a camel. That's all I wanted. Stop shooting my camel. Run towards the water. Slowly creeping up to that 50 mark. Yeah, really. Yeah, no, I honestly wasn't sure how today's stream would go. Like, I know it's the weekend, so like more people are off, but you know, I usually stream during the week, so you see, it's one thing to guard something with your life, why not to try to with your afterlife too? Get on my level. You know what? You got a point. You have a very good point. So, like, what's it like being a ghost? Do you get to see, like, a bunch of cool stuff, or how's that working out for you? Honestly, I think it'd be cool to be a ghost, because then, like, you know, like, say you're a ghost, right? And, like, obviously being dead sucks, like, don't get me wrong. And I feel kind of morbid talking about death right now, considering my grandma just passed away. But, you know what I would do is I would go to, like, the White House or something, and just, like, sit in the meeting room and just hear about, like, all the national secrets, you know? Like, that'd be crazy. Because, like, obviously, like, it doesn't affect you, and, like, you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. But, like, you could, like, literally just, like, sit in the meeting room and just, like, hear all the, like, international secrets and, like... Well, obviously, it doesn't affect you because you're dead, but, like, it'd still be, like, crazy to just, like, be privy to all that information. Oh my god, why are the views and likes fluctuating so much? I know, right? I was up to 7 likes, and now I'm back down to 4, so a bunch of people either unliked, or they were bots and YouTube took them away, or something. You can wear almost no clothing, and nobody will know because you're invisible, except for in the moonlight. I mean, I don't know if I can vouch for wanting to be naked all the time, but, like... I mean, to each their own, I guess. I feel like right now it'd be a little chilly for that, but I guess if you're a ghost, chilly isn't really a thing. There we go. Camel number 2. Canonically, we're just going to say that this camel, or the one that fell, is definitely not the one that was in the giant hole for like 100 episodes. There we go. Get out of here. Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier with 1 camel instead of 2. I mean, I'm a dog knight, so I got fur to cover the important parts anyway. Ah, I see. A furry. Honestly, I wasn't sure how many, like, furries would be in my chat. Yo, you hit 7 likes and 4.94k subscribers. Heck yeah. I don't know if I'm going to hit 5k subscribers anytime soon. How did you escape? What? We're going to put a pin in that. How did you do that? Unless the camel didn't die? It didn't die! Oh, we got Jesus Camel! He has risen! Okay, hang on. We have 3 camels now. Hold on. Where the heck were you hiding? Yo! Risen. I see what you did there. Yeah, let's see. Okay. So he didn't die. He just broke his lead. That's great. So we can just get him up these stairs. That's my boy. Surely you can make a camel train. I'll try just for you, okay? So here, we'll... oh, jeez. So here, can I do that? And then do this to this, I think, right? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Here, can I just, like... Are you guys all attached? Is that what's happening right here? Hey, I did it. Okay. Yo, okay. So, well, now we need to get these guys back. Anyways, elaborating on being a ghost thing. Picking up random objects and moving them slightly to throw people off is the funniest shit ever. The best part is nobody can prove it was me. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if I was a ghost, I would mess with people, but like not in a scary way. I would just like subtly mess with them all the time. I'd be like a ghost from like a comedy show or something. Hey, there we go. We're back up to 7 likes, guys. Thanks. I don't know if it was just a glitch or if people just suddenly decided to like again, but thank you. Alright, now the only thing that's kind of stopping us from succeeding at this point is at the very end, I need to widen the path a little bit so that they don't fall off. But I'm just more stoked that that camel lives. Now we have 3 camels. And once we get them back to our nice underwater house, I think we're going to have the first camels ever underwater. Because why would you bother doing that? I don't know. But are we going to do it anyways? Absolutely. I swore to protect people beyond death, but that doesn't mean I can't mess with them. I once got some dude diagnosed with schizophrenia because of how much I messed with them. Right, that's what I mean. Like, if I was a ghost, I would just, like, subtly mess with somebody to the point where they're just, like, questioning reality. I think it'd just be funny. Like, what else are you gonna do? You have eternity as a ghost, right? You might as well entertain yourself somehow. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to get back home. Hopefully Camel's intact. And I'm going to have to make some sort of gate so that they don't end up back in the nether. Because my hallway is actually too small to drag them through. So I haven't quite figured out that part of it yet. What might end up having to happen is I'll have to bring them above water at some point and then just like make a tunnel for them to like fall through into the actual house. I'll probably stick them in the redstone room for now just because that room has a really high ceiling. But that's probably going to be a later thing. I don't want to waste more time with this. And the good thing is this tunnel is completely dug out now, so I can fill it with ice. So in the future, we can just ice boat to the end of this. And so getting sand will be much, much faster. All we need to do is get home. I have 57 levels, so I can definitely make a much better shovel. Not really much better, but a better shovel. And then I need, like, I think I need 1 or 2 netherite scrap. And I should be able to make another netherite ingot to turn it into netherite. The sun's coming up. We got a bunch of snow the past couple days, so it's all, like, reflecting off the snow, like, right into my face. Being a ghost is fun. There's no consequences to it. It's just to die for. Alright, guys. We are home. So here's our staircase here. So I'm gonna just grab this for a sec. Yeah, you sploot. You hang on a sec. So let me get us a way down here. Yeah, I guess the YouTube @handle thing is just something that's happening to some streamers, so unfortunately everybody's names have changed in my chat. So I still have to learn everybody's new usernames and correspond it. That's actually happening in the Discord too, link in the description. Where people in the Discord have different names than their YouTube names, so I have to like remember who's who. I believe you can change that. I hope you can, but I don't think so. According to the internet, it's just a thing YouTube is doing to combat people using bots. But if you know a way, in all of your ghostly wisdom, I would love to hear it. It'd be cool if I could just like assign people nicknames in my chat. That'd be cool too. Yeah, kind of a useful feature if they're gonna make everybody's usernames different now. Okay. Actually, having them in a train might actually make this a little bit safer. I deadass know nothing about YouTube. Pun intended. Listen, I have no problem with puns as long as they're good puns. Okay. Then we can doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop. There we go. And then I'll just make this a little bit wider so they don't fall off, hopefully. This is actually going to be a little bit trickier than I thought. So just kind of bear with me here for a second, but I'm thinking if I make everything just a little bit wider than it needs to be, we should be okay. There. And then break that so that they actually fit. So the only sketchy part really is just getting down here. There is a little bit of lava around, but I think we'll be okay. We just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, right? That's all. So here, we should be able to grab this guy. When they sploot, it's so funny. Yep, so they're all still attached. So I'll take this guy. He'll stand up. And we should be able to just run down this. And as long as I do it fast enough, nothing should go wrong. Like that. Here. Alright. Got one of them. What happened to these ones? Sirs. Oh. Alright, well. I think I might have to do them one at a time. How dare you let your grandma on the screens go? On a serious note, I hope you and your family are doing okay. I've lost a few people this year. Important to me. It's already reached out. I can stay up late tonight. Woohoo! I'm behind you. Woohoo! Yeah, a bunch of people just showed up. Bunch of, the regular squad. Just heads up, LaFovo. I know you're just trying to be funny and, like, you know, cheer me up a little bit, but just careful with the jokes, okay? Coming off a little close to the cuff right now. I get it. You're just trying to be nice, and, like, I appreciate it, but just, you know, be respectful a little bit, that's all. And, hey, we're at 9 likes. Thanks, guys. And I'm behind you. Yeah, it was, for anyone new here who doesn't know, my grandma passed away, a couple days ago. very kind of, I wouldn't say suddenly, but sort of suddenly. She went to the hospital for a different issue, and then she was starting to get better, and I went and visited her, and everything seemed like it was going okay, and they brought her to the recovery ward, so like everyone was like pretty hopeful that she'd get to go home. And then just like suddenly out of nowhere, she just took a turn, like literally like an hour. She went from like being totally okay to not. And yeah, the worst happened, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. Oh, it's all good. Time and a place. Gotcha. Yeah, no, like I'm not like upset with you or anything. Just be respectful. And there we go, guys. We have some camels. 1, 2, and I think another one just went through the portal. So we need to stop that. Yeah, it totally did. My guy. I know it's nice and warm here, but like, let's maybe not go through the portal. I wouldn't be able to really relate to feeling, because I'm autistic, so I just kind of feel strong emotions the same way others do, but I do hope you're feeling better about it. All good, man. Okay, there he is. So let me, do I have wood on me? I guess not, so let me kind of do this for a sec, just to kind of prevent things from getting through. There we go. And hey, we hit 10 likes just like out of nowhere. Thanks, guys. Went from 4 to 7 to 4 to 10. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I appreciate the support. Okay. This is basically all basalt, right? Yeah, here. Let me throw this in here. And we got a little bit of sand in that one. But I don't know what to do with the camels quite yet. But we'll figure it out. Sorry, I'm just checking out the Discord. Everyone's going nuts. Checking out Luna's breakfast. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Let me go toss all of this sand into our fancy super smelter. Also, I can't remember who it was that asked earlier, but yeah, no, this is a giant item sorter right here. So that's fuel. So let's toss it. There we go. How's that bagel, Luna? Was it everything you hoped it would be? Let's see here. For anyone who doesn't know, Luna is one of our resident fan artists. Super into the Yaoi and Yuri, but did a couple Stein fan arts just for the love of the game. There we go. Got a bunch of empty ones now. I'll take these. Yes. And yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, that's what. Oh yeah, what's up, you guys? Okay, so we got our camels back. We got some sand cooking. Just looking at the time, we're at the 2-hour mark for the stream, so that's pretty good. I think my wife's having some quiet time in the other room. She's definitely up now, but she's not really in the chat. So why aren't you going? There's no fuel. Why don't you have fuel? Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that what I desire. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, no, I dumped like an entire thing of bamboo in the other day. What happened? There we go. I dumped in like an entire double chest of bamboo the other stream, so I don't know where all that went, but we'll toss all this in. For anyone who doesn't know, we have an automatic bamboo farm. So we have basically unlimited fuel for our super smelter here. There we go. It has not felt like 2 hours. She's been awake. What do you mean? Well, so it's the weekend, right? So like my wife isn't at work. She's just like chilling in the other room. Probably crocheting, most likely. But no guarantee there. She was out grabbing some water. We just got a new like air purifier. So hopefully to help with my cat allergies. And also because our apartment is really dry, so like I don't like using like hand cream or anything like that. Like I know people get like dry skin, they use like aloe vera or whatever, and I hate that. It's like one of my like I don't want to call it a trigger, but like just it's a feeling I just think is gross, just feeling like slimy and like cream on my hands. It's icky. But we got a humidifier / air purifier to hopefully like get the air more humid so we don't get like dry cracked skin, because like I never used to as a kid. But then all of a sudden as an adult I just started getting like dry cracked skin. So a sensory ick, I guess so. Like funnily enough, I actually did a an autism like online assessment recently, and the conclusion was that the online test seems to think that I am at least partly autistic, but I don't know if I necessarily believe that. Like it also said I have ADHD too, which doesn't really make much sense because like I'm not like a hyperactive person. And like, you know, I've always done well in school, but like I'm not a psychologist, so like I don't really know like, you know, the ins and outs of all that. So I'm not going to say like I am or I'm not. But you know, it was just something to kind of go like, huh, interesting, maybe I am. But I have no idea. So I don't know. Like it's a spectrum, right? So like I feel like everybody like the thing with a spectrum is like everybody falls on it. So it's like, oh, like you can be like 1% autistic and still be considered autistic. So like that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like it was an online assessment, so like I don't know if I really believe it. But who knows? Like it could be accurate, right? Like again, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, I know for sure I'm not. Like I have no idea. But here, let me make some shovels. Like it definitely explains a lot, but again, like I don't know for sure. So I'm not gonna claim it or fake the funk with the nasty dunk, as it were. So that's efficiency 5 on breaking 3. I mean, that works too. I was hoping to get like silk touch. There we go. Yeah, so we can combine that one with one of these. So that'll give me efficiency 5 and silk touch. And then, do I have a mending book down here? Might have to go buy one. Yeah, I probably have to go buy one. But here, we can stick that stuff in here. And then we'll go get... Actually, I might have a book in here. There. Go grab a mending book. You can have AUDHD, which is ADHD and autism, and you don't have to be super active to have ADHD. Yeah, I think that's the one that it like suggested that I have, the AUDHD, but again, like I don't want to trust an online assessment of that. Like I'd rather go to like a trained psychologist before I start saying like, oh, I have this. And like, you know, I'm pretty high performing, I guess you'd call it. Like, I don't feel like I have some sort of like disability or anything like that. So like, I don't want to like, you know, claim I have something that I don't. Silk touch efficiency 5k, yep. And then we can put mending on it. And I guess that's fine. Yeah, too expensive. So here, we can retire that shovel. We can put it up with this, I guess. You were a good shovel, but here. Here, I'll just take one of these for now. And we'll put it there. Retire one of our tools. It's pronounced audit, like Odie, or Audi. Audi HD, like the car brand for the first part. Okay. Audi HD. Interesting. You kids and your newfangled mental illnesses. Back in my day, we had ADHD and nothing else. No, I'm really glad I didn't grow up in the era where like teachers and stuff could like hit you with belts and paddles and stuff. That would have been so messed up. All right. Let's tie these guys up for now. There we go. And one more. Oh. I did not intend to do that. Here. I don't know what's happening. Weird. Sure. There we go. That should hopefully keep them out of the nether portal. I don't think they can wander that far. Okay. Let me go grab my dye. Go grab a little bit of dye. And we can turn all the glass we're cooking into lime glass. We get this from the sea pickles, so we're gonna have to re-up on that eventually. Here. Got Bern and Ernie and the three amigos in there. So let's see. How are we doing for glass? We got lots of glass. Did that cook already? Dang. Go me and my super smelter. Okay, so we need lime glass. And... Gonna have to work on fixing my inventory a little bit. Because, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a lot of stuff. Here. Didn't even see that one. I'll toss this in here. Those can go in there for now. Same with that. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. There we go. Here, we'll just do that. I feel like I'm like slowly turning into like the Bob Ross of Minecraft. I'm just gonna grab this happy little piece of glass over here. There we are. Okay, we need lime glass. There we go. That's actually quite a bit. Let me see if I can grab my shears here. And we can lay down a bunch of carpet. Because then we can start adding more of the glass in. we'll grab the white wool too, because we'll eventually need that for other things. Or I can just dye it lime green manually. There we go. Yeah, here, we'll do that. Grab some carpet. Okay. So let's head over here and head to our nether. And what I'm hoping is we can fill in a bunch of the carpet and start working on more layers of glass. Your dad gave you a random cup of caramel and butter popcorn. Hell yeah. I'm wearing gold. Why is he... I mean, he's kind of stuck there anyways. That's fine. Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know what this is, we're making a clouded floor, which unfortunately takes a lot of materials, but it looks really, really cool when it's done. Once you get Optifine. And I will try and figure out why Optifine isn't working. I know I said that in one of the previous streams, but just for my own sake, it's like kind of annoying that it doesn't. So I'm hoping that in the near future I can get that sorted out as to why that's not working. You're a fatty. Yeah, I'm actually trying to lose some weight right now. I've been doing like basic morning exercises to kind of get my body warmed up to start doing actual exercise again. When I was a kid, in grade, I want to say it was grade 2, one of my childhood friends had a like WWE, which back then actually was WWF, themed birthday party. And I was never into that, although I weirdly have a friend who seems to think I was obsessed with it when I definitely was not. But anyways, yeah, he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a party and then we're actually gonna fight, like for real fight. And while I was the tallest in my class, I was definitely the skinniest as well. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. So what I ended up doing was I started exercising like pretty hard for like a 7-year-old. I was doing 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every single day, and then like recess and stuff, I'd like play soccer and get my cardio in, and then you know, I was already the tallest in my class, so like I quickly became like, you know, the athletic kid in my school, even though nowadays like I'm definitely not. But what ended up happening was I got like, obviously from doing all that, I got like really, really strong compared to all my classmates. And we had that party, and, you know, it was my turn to fight, you know, one of the kids in my class who, spoiler alert, did not spend like over a year training for this moment. I had my whole like anime training arc, and, you know, obviously I didn't start at 100 a day, but like I started at I think 50 a day of each, and then kind of made my way up to 100. And lo and behold, when it was my turn to fight, I kicked the crap out of that kid. And everybody kind of stood back and was like, whoa, like, what have you been doing? And I kind of explained to them. They all kind of looked at each other like, holy crap, dude. And yeah, like, I'm not even exaggerating. I just like, cause I didn't want to get beat up. So I was just like, I'm just going to do everything I can to make sure that I don't get beat up. And that's essentially what happened. And from then on, I was just kind of the athletic kid. Like, I played soccer and, you know, was considered like the fastest kid in my grade. And then shortly after that, I won a basketball competition for my school and had to go one-on-one against my teacher, or well, one of the gym teachers in front of the entire school in a shootout contest, which I actually ended up winning. I ended up beating the teacher, and even he was kind of shocked, like, wow, like, you've been really, really practicing. And I was like, yeah. But, you know, as I got older and things kind of got in the way, like, you know, just stress and, like, adult things and you know, having more responsibilities, I stopped working out as much. And then in grade 7 is when, like, I'd always kind of had a skateboard around and wanted to learn, but I didn't have anyone to teach me. But I moved to a new area, and all the kids there, like, actually knew how to do, like, ollies and stuff. And so I had finally, like, keep in mind, this is before, like, Google was, like, a thing, right? You know, YouTube didn't exist, so I couldn't just, like, look up a tutorial on how to skateboard. And, you know, the neighbor kids started teaching me, albeit from, you know, being jerks about it. But once I got the basics down, I was able to kind of go from there and figure out the rest myself. And I became a skateboarder, and I still do that to this day. Unfortunately, being the tallest in my class did not last very long. In grade 6, we had this girl come to our school who was like 3 inches taller than me. And I hit 5'10" in like grade 6, and I've basically been 5'10" ever since. It's basically because my back is like super damaged from skateboarding, and just like being in school, I didn't have like a proper chair. And so the curve of my spine is like kind of messed up. Because again, I was like, you know, way too tall to be sitting in such a tiny desk, so it kind of messed with my back a little bit. But, yeah. So, I'm starting to get back into shape. I've been doing some stretches and some, like, you know, basic little aerobic exercises to get myself back into the swing of things, but I'm hoping I can lose a few pounds before Christmas hits and get back down, because I'm a little heavier than usual right now. Not by much, by like 10 pounds, but still, it's noticeable. And then I'm hoping by spring I'll have like a nice physique, so that I don't feel uncomfortable taking my shirt off or anything. Not that I really do now, like I really don't, but, you know, want to look good. Look good for the wife. Feel good. Feel healthy. I'm actually trying to give up drinking as much pop as well. I don't know if I'll be able to give it up completely, but, you know, I'm drinking a lot of Diet Pepsi, so be good to make some healthy changes. I was 5'9" in 5th grade and thought I was so tall. Now in freshman year I'm so short compared to everyone else. Yeah. It happens. Like, I always thought I would be, like, you know, over 6 foot. And I don't think my dad was over 6 foot. He might have been. He might have been, like, at 6 foot. But my mom is, like, 5'9", I think, around there. I'm definitely taller than my mom. And then one of my siblings, they are very, very tall. They were always, like, super tall for their grade. They just, like, were, like, the tall kid. And even to this day, they're still, like, basically the same height as me, but there's, like, a 2-year difference. I have quite a few siblings at this point. I have 2 full siblings, 2 half siblings, and now that my mom is remarried, I technically have step siblings as well, although I'll probably never meet them. Why is there 35 people and I'm the only one talking? I don't know. Some people just want, like, noise on in the background, right? It would definitely help, like, the algorithm, like, pick up more viewers, because, like, that is one of the metrics they look at in the chat, is, as long as the chat is active, then every hour the algorithm goes, oh, there's people active in the chat for this stream, we should, like, suggest it to more people. So, even if you guys just want to drop a 1 or just some random character in the chat, that definitely helps. 35 viewers is insane, though. Yeah, no, thanks. I think it's pretty good for a Saturday stream, considering I don't typically stream on Saturdays, so... no. Like, it could be bots, like, you're not wrong, but I don't think it is. I think it's just people watching the stream while they work, or, you know, they're eating their breakfast, or whatever. It's all good. Honestly, I'm just shocked that I even have 10 people, let alone, like, 35, so... Like, I wasn't even expecting that many people. Yeah, Moon, I bet a lot of them are real, though. Bots don't stay for that long. Yeah, exactly. I actually had someone message me the other day being like, hey, you should, like, use this botting service because, your channel deserves way more subscribers and views, so here's the link for it. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I like those comments where people are like, yo, like, you deserve way more subscribers, or, hey, you deserve way more views, like, your channel is sick, but, you know, I'm trying to do everything legit. I'm not trying to cheat and, like, you know, buy bot subscribers and stuff. Like, that's just, you know, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm just doing this for fun. Yeah, it's like normal YouTube growth. Benny Norsk Gaming, are you Vera Link? I can't tell. Sorry, everybody's YouTube names have changed to their @ handles now, so it's like kind of confusing. Yeah, buy yourself out the system. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hey, we hit 11 likes and we're just about to hit 300 views, which is crazy. Especially for such a short stream, guys, so thanks so much for that. Like, to put it in perspective, my, like, 5-hour stream of me fighting the dragon only had 350 views, and we're just barely 2 hours in, and we're at 300 views right now. So, this stream is going quite well, all things considered. I was actually kind of shocked about that. I'm Benny. Been to some of these streams before. Oh, okay. Sorry, everyone's got different names now. I'm just trying to figure out, like, who's who. You had your chemistry exam yesterday? How'd that go? We need sea pickles. To the pickle farm. Gotta go play with my pickles. Insert wink emoji. Good, that's good. I always like doing chemistry. I was locked in the day before, that's good. Chemistry's cool. It's just hard for me with my color blindness, because, like, to see chemical reactions, like, take place, sometimes you have to look for a color change. And, being colorblind, that makes that a little bit trickier. But, you know, usually I would get, like, when I was in university, I'd get, like, the TA to help me. I'd get, like, a doctor's note, and then the TA would, like, have to watch it for me. Ugh. Get some pickles. There we go. There, that should be tons. I don't know if fortune works on sea pickles. I'm kind of hoping it does, but... pause. Thank you, Luna. Oh, I broke another piece of coral. That sucks. There we go. Get us some light green dye. I can't remember. I might have to cook it. I think it's like the cactus. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. That sucks. Oh well. Actually, I'm kind of curious if you guys refresh the stream, if that counts as an extra view or not. It might. I'm not actually sure. Here, let me see if I can get some green dye going. Unfortunately, there's not really a great way for me to check the hoppers other than doing this, so... I'm pretty sure this is just the fuel, yeah. If I broke this, then a bunch of water would come through, unfortunately. So, it's just kind of how I built it. I never thought I would, like, have to check it, so I just never bothered, but that's okay. Like, we still need all this glass anyway, so I might as well let it cook. Let them cook. And we'll do that. Nah, it didn't work. I don't know. I'm up to 311 views now and 40 people, so... And 12 likes. Thanks for the 12th like, guys. Let's see here. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. You know, it's definitely... I'm definitely going to need more, but... I think what we'll do next stream is we'll go out and we'll grab some ice. Because we can grab it from... I mean, we can kind of go now. Not really doing anything. I just need to repair my pickaxe before we go. Yeah, here. Let me grab that. I don't know how much ice I'm actually going to need, but I know it's definitely more than 10. Here, let me just double check, make sure this is still running. It's definitely not. Yeah, unfortunately this is what happens with this kind of farm sometimes. The redstone gets kind of messed up. So, you kind of have to take this, let it break, wait till it gets to the signal of like 8 of them filled in, like approximately, and then do this. Sometimes, like, that's why I have the torches here, just to make sure I have a power source in case it does the opposite and all the redstone power disappears, but actually I think the refresh thing did work. Now I'm at 323 views, so I don't know if spamming refresh will work. I don't know if I should even really try that. It might mess with my stats a little bit, but just an interesting thing to notice. So let's get some XP. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works, but there we go. I've also noticed that with the lava pool, so like for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, I have lava dispensing and then there's a layer of science here so they all catch on fire. So that if I'm in my house, it'll still spawn mobs and like collect the items, so I'm just constantly producing items. But it appears that when witches fall through the lava, they don't die, and then they hit the lava, and they just drink a fire res. And so they just kind of sit there stuck in the lava. While all the other mobs just kind of fall through, and occasionally one will get knocked down because it gets hit by another mob, but that just kind of seems to be the way things are going. But we'll just repair up our pickaxe a little bit and our elytra, because they both kind of need it. And I sort of want to put sweeping edge on this, but I don't know, sweeping edge is kind of weird. I'd actually prefer to put smite on it than sharpness too. I used to be like full on team sharpness, but as I've gotten older I've realized how much more useful smite is. Because like almost every mob, not all of them, but like most like mobs you encounter take extra damage from smite, and they do more damage than sharpness does, so while it doesn't help for like every mob, it helps for like the ones you're most commonly gonna encounter. There we go, swap that out for that. I always forgot that you're dual streaming. Whenever you respond to someone, I'm like, who are you talking to? Because there's no one in the YouTube chat. I mean, to be fair, like, a lot of times I'm just talking to myself because, you know, I'm insane. But, there are sometimes people in Twitch chat. I definitely get way more viewers in YouTube, though. Like, Twitch, I think the most I've ever had on Twitch at one time was 9. And on YouTube, the most I've had is, like, 155. So, you gotta kinda pick and choose. I am trying to grow on Twitch, but it's just a lot harder than YouTube. I've been on YouTube way longer. There we go. Sure. Drop off some extra stuff. So yeah, we'll go to sleep, and then I'll fly over to one of the mountains, I think. See if we can find some blue ice. I know there's an ice biome, like, somewhere near here. I think it's just past my, You know what, maybe we'll go looking for it. I don't usually like using the elytra to explore, but since this is a place we've already been, I don't mind so much. See here. Also, I emptied the iron farm. I hope that's still good. Yeah, we're still okay for a little bit. So, yeah, let's head to bed. We'll have a quick nap. And then we'll head out and grab some ice. Because that'll make the nether travel way faster. Bless you. Yeah, I never know what to say. Like, so, like, you know when you sneeze and someone says bless you or Gesundheit or whatever? German or Austrian or one of the two. I never know what to say for a cough. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's, like saying bless you for a cough, it just sounds, like, kind of wrong. There really should be, like, an actual, like, word for that. Yeah, so let's check over here. I think there is a small ice biome over here. You say bless you to everything? Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. It just feels awkward when you say bless you for someone coughing, because it's, like, typically meant for sneezing, but... Also, I'm pretty sure this dark oak forest is huge, and usually a huge dark oak forest has pale forest in it. So, that's also something we could explore at some point. Oh yeah, here we go. There's totally pale forest here. I don't know. Just something to consider for the future, I guess. But yeah, I think there was like an ice biome on the edge of this somewhere. I remember seeing it. I just can't remember if that was... What? Hi. So we just found this. That's really close to home. And there's more pale forest that way. Okay. Give me a sec. We're gonna do some things. Interesting. Woodland Mansion. Woodland Mansion, exclamation point. Interesting. So that just happened. Sorry, I was not expecting that. And we hit 350 views, so I think we're actually more views than the dragon fight right now, which is pretty crazy. Huh. So... yeah. Yeah, there's definitely still guys in here. I mean, there's creepers. That looks like a creeper room of some kind. Okay, yeah, no, there's, that would be a summoner. Can I get him from here? Ah! Oh my god. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Holy crap. Gabriel Dees. You came at a very awkward time. Wow, Vexes do a lot of damage. Oh, I think there's probably a totem in there too. Crap. Yeah, no, they're definitely targeting me. Is it worth it to get a totem? Not really. Alright, here, let's bail. I was kind of hoping to get the Vexes to despawn, but... yeah, they won't target me all the way over here, will they? Yeah, no, they're still trying to attack me. Wow. Yeah, no, here they come. Wow, the range on those, that's actually ridiculous. Okay. So that's a thing. I almost died to that. Like, had they popped my totem and I didn't get away fast enough, that would have killed me. Gabriel D's. Hi. I'd see you. Sorry, YouTube goes by your @ handle now, so that may not be your YouTube name, but it's the name I'm seeing on the screen. This is an interesting place. Here, I'll take some of that. Brought 3 gold boots. I'll take those. Here, toss these in here. It is nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. Yeah, there is a lush cave here, but also a pale forest. Huh. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff right beside my house I didn't realize was there. Huh. Yeah, there's snow on that tree, though, so maybe we are actually close to ice. Here. Call this pale forest safe? Question mark? Yeah, I guess I know what we're doing next stream. Holy crap. There's a mansion like 1,000 blocks from home. That's really rare. Hey, Arctic foxes. Yo, he's got something in his mouth. I can't tell what it is. Nice name, bro. Thank you. Here, we'll put on Flyboy, and I guess there's only snow there just because of how high up it is. Interesting. Yeah, because there's more over here. Like, I saw ice before. Yeah, there's ice here. I was hoping to get blue ice, but... actually, is this blue ice here? I'm colorblind. This is like a genuine question. It's packed ice. I'll take packed ice. You can turn it into blue ice. Yeah, here, screw it. This will make nether travel so much better. Can anyone confirm if you need blue ice for the nether, or does packed ice work? Because I seem to recall packed ice work. It works. It's just not as efficient. But I could be wrong. No, regular ice will actually melt. But I think packed ice is different. Yeah. Yeah, like that ice I don't think works in the nether. But hey, we found an emerald ore. That's actually one of the rarest items in the game, if you can believe it. At least to be a lot more rare to find. But yeah, let's see. We'll grab a bunch of this for sure. With our faithful silk boy. I don't know if I'm going to lay out the ice pack today, because we do need... It's 1,300 ice. So that's like 20 stacks-ish, approximately. Just quick mathing that. I googled it, and packed ice works, but it's not as fast. Okay. Well, like, this is going to be a permanent tunnel, so I feel like I should make it out of blue ice. So, we're going to need... I can't remember how much packed ice you need to make blue ice, but... My blue ice white dragon, I'm assuming it's 9, so we're actually going to need a lot of this. Or I can just say screw it and use this. I mean, it's only 1,000 blocks. Let's just use packed ice, whatever. Maybe later, if I find a better source of blue ice, I'll replace it all, but, like, I'm sure this is fine. Right, like, anything's gonna be faster than walking. And I don't want to use my elytra, because that's a little sketchy. Even though the tunnel is technically wide enough now, I would prefer not to use that for this. Plus, this is actually faster than the elytra, if you can believe it. 50 viewers, hey! That's awesome, thanks guys. Glad Monkey Plays is, like, keeping track. I'm just sitting here like, do. Hey, a goat! Look at this dude. Here, I wonder if I can get him to drop his horn. Come on. I don't know how to do goat mechanics. Oh, like that apparently. There's got to be like you just have to make them charge into a block. Yeah, so this one just charged at me, so I wonder if he'll do it again. I would love to get another horn for the collection. I think it has to be a stone block. Ow. Yeah, I think so too. I just don't know how to get them to do it. We'll revisit that. We have that lodestone near here, so we could definitely find these guys again. But I would love to add another horn to the collection without having to go to a bunch of pillager towers. That's the only other place I tend to find them. But let's see if we can avoid, hopefully, falling into powdered snow. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Once they start charging you, move out of the way and they'll hit the stone wall behind you. Yeah. I know they like put their heads down to charge, but it's very like subtle. I'll have to look up the mechanics of that. The good news is there's a lot of ice here. Like, ow. Ow! My dude. I'm just here minding my own business, collecting ice, and this guy just starts shooting me out of nowhere. How we doing for ice? You know, now I have an arrow sticking out of my head, so I probably have like brain damage or something, but... there we go. Bruh. So grab a bunch of this. We actually might already have enough. We're just using the packed ice. I think we needed 20 stacks, so let me go take a peek. Just need to fly back up here. There we go. Ow. Wow, there's a lot of you here. Yeah, you guys fight each other. Oh wait, can I get him to hit the goat? No, he won't do it. Stop that. Okay. So that's more than 20 stacks. That's actually probably enough. Let me grab a few more just to be safe. I think it was like 13,000 or 1,300 blocks. So I don't know what 1,300 divided by 64 is, but it's got to be close. Here, get this. Gabriel D's. Just out of curiosity, are you some sort of bot? And I mean that in like the nicest way possible. It's just you keep saying the same things over and over again. I don't know if that's because I ask people to talk in chat more or what, but 40 stacks since you need 2 blocks at a time. Well, no, because I can go every other space, so I actually don't need to, because you can stagger them like 1 to each side. So leaving the air gap is actually slightly faster, if you can believe it. So it should be like 25 stacks if I had to take a guess. That's just purely like not actually trying to do the math in my head. Bye-bye, time for bed. Alright, I'm behind you. I'm glad you were able to come out and hang out though. I know you were one of the biggest supporters of the stream, so. And the Discord too, honestly. Ow. Stop that. 21, hey. The hate bringer. The hate bringer comes with the math. Everybody hates math. No, it's just, that's not true. I actually like math. Math was probably like my favorite subject in school. I was a nerd like that. Are you making an ice road in the nether? That is what I am doing. Please don't die as soon as I leave. I'll try not to. Yeah, that's essentially what we're doing right now. We are stacking up on ice. Again, I don't know if that's going to be enough, but could be. Let's head home. And time is it? I only got 10 minutes. Let's see if I can get home and lay down the ice. Again, I don't know if I'll have enough or if it'll be fast enough. Do you know what Has Been Hotel is? I do. and I have been watching it. Did you map out the packed ice conversion ratio? No, I was going to turn it all into blue ice, but I just decided to use packed ice instead. Yes, Luna, or Moon Fairy, I guess now. I do know what Has Been Hotel is, and I've been watching it, and, you know, heart Alistair, but, yeah, no, we've been, my wife and I have been singing the songs. They've been all stuck in our head. They kind of replaced all the K-pop Demon Hunter songs. I'm a little behind on, not Has Been Hotel, but, Hell of a Boss. Because I know they released it on Amazon Primes. Now it's like an actual show. But, yeah, no, we're definitely big fans of that show. You like Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer's pretty good, too. I haven't watched a lot of it, but... Okay. Let's see, we got, what, 10 minutes before a 3-hour mark? Let's see if we can fill in a lot of this. I kind of doubt it, but... do I like FNAF? I've never actually, like, done any FNAF-related things. Like, I've never played the games or anything. I know Matt Pat, when, the guy who runs used to run Game Theory, did a bunch of, like, theories about it. But I've never, like, been into it. Yeah, I know Matthew Lillard was, he was in the FNAF movie, the guy who plays Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Which I found out actually more recently that he's like the official voice of Shaggy now. Which I did not know. The first one is so good. Yeah, I'm not like super into horror-related stuff. Especially my wife, she's never really like grew up with that kind of stuff. So even Has Been Hotel was a bit of a stretch to get her to watch at first, but now she's like super into it. The Game Grumps actually are playing Silent Hill 1 right now, which I actually own that game. It's actually a rare game to have. And it's kind of cool to see like PS1 horror. Go. So we'll fill all this in. As far as we can get down here anyway. See, like, you can technically fly with the Elytra here, but it's a little risky. You like my totem? Thanks, it's my Minecraft skin, actually. Hey, we hit 420 views, and right as I looked at it, it switched to 422. You know, 420, the original 6-7 meme. Alright, so... now, all we need to do is checker pattern this, because boats can't fall in that gap. And you can technically put stone buttons on top as well. That actually reduces the friction a little bit as well. But I don't think we'll need that. Oops. Oh. This got messed up. Oh well. Here, That was not what I was intending to do, but sure. Here. It's kind of what I was hoping wouldn't happen, but it's okay. Get this kind of sorted out a little bit here. And then I'm probably not going to finish this whole thing today. There we go. I'm hoping this stuff doesn't melt. I don't think it does, but hopefully we're not wasting all this for no reason. Opinion on Vox. I don't know. I don't like how they made his backstory very similar to Alistair's. That kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, it's fine, I guess. It kind of makes them a little bit more, like, I don't want to say relatable, but just, like, the reason why they don't get along, it kind of makes more sense because they're very much like each other. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, he's okay. Yeah, sorry, this will just be a lot faster if I just replace it all. There we go. So here, I'll throw down what I have. And unfortunately, I don't think I have any wood with me. So I can't... Do I have a boat? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. Yeah, here. Whatever. Also, this is faster now. You spam jump between 2 blocks, you run faster, but with ice, you actually go even faster than that. Ah. Okay. Here, let me run back to the house. I will grab a boat, just for anyone who's never seen this before, to kind of see what we're doing here. Actually, do I have wood here? I do. Look at that. Killing the game. Actually, is that a crafting table? I didn't even need to do that. So, let me put my totem back on, because this is about to get a little sketchy, and I don't know if I can die from collision damage going really fast. I don't think so, but Jesus Christ, Ollie. Sorry, my cat's just going ballistic chasing his toys. He doesn't normally end up right beside me, and he just slid right into me. Okay. So, for anyone who's not seen this before, ice and a boat equals speed. So, as you can see, that's way faster than before. So, that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Like, I can travel, what, 250 blocks in 3 seconds? So, that's what we're doing. We're putting that down, and then sometimes you see people, they put stone buttons on top of this, and that actually reduces the amount of friction. and it allows you to go even faster. With packed ice, that's what we're using now. It goes pretty fast, but with the blue ice, you actually go even faster than that. So that's what we're going to do, and that's basically our pathway to get sand so that we can get more glass and hopefully finish this up in the upcoming future. And then because we have our brand new... wow, that's a lot of them. Because we have our brand new prismarine farm here. Oh, that sucks. We have our brand new prismarine farm here. We'll be able to get as many sea lanterns as we need in order to make the floor glow to get the effect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to head back to my house because I think it's time we finish off the stream there. Just gonna throw this on. It's always good to end the stream with the chest plate on, because you might go to jump at the elytra and not see it in the inventory and be like, yeah, I'm fine, and then just fall to your death. But yeah, guys, here's Jeeves. What up, Jeeves? He's just hanging out. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. This was actually a very successful stream. We got 456 views on this stream, which is actually my second most viewed stream. So, yeah, thanks for that. I definitely was not expecting that. Yeah, sorry, Luna. I gotta go get groceries, and, you know, with all the snow and everything right now, it's going to be chaos getting to the grocery store, so definitely going to call it here. Hey, Niltag! Oh no, you showed up at like the worst possible time. We're just getting ready to sign off. But yeah, I might stream again tomorrow morning. I don't know yet. Probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, no, this was actually a lot of fun. I didn't expect, well, I didn't really know what to expect from today's stream, so you know, shout out to you guys who all showed up and stuck around. I really appreciate it. And thanks for all the likes. We went from 4 to 7 to 4 to 13. So, you know, can't complain about that. And yeah, we started on another highway. That's pretty cool. We're getting our ice laid down for that. And once that's laid down, we'll be able to get sand a lot faster to finish all of our glass related builds. And, you know, we'll save up some prismarine and finish up the nether hub. And from there, we can go exploring all kinds of places. Next episode, I might go look at the Woodland Mansion. It kind of freaked me out how fast all those Vexes almost killed me. It brought me down to 2 hearts in like a single hit. So, might have to get some potions and strategize a little bit, because that was kind of insane. But maybe I'll make like regen potions or something, or like instant health potions and go back. But we were able to take out the one guy, and I flew away, so I'm hoping his totem is still sitting on the ground and didn't despawn. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So again, really appreciate it, guys. We're actually about to hit day 400, so that's going to be a pretty crazy milestone for the stream. You know, we're basically double what we were in Season 1, so like double the length of time. So, yeah, if you guys like the stream, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. Again, I hate asking, but, you know, it's just, you know, how Uncle Algorithm works. And, yeah, I'll maybe see you tomorrow, maybe sometime during the week. I'll make a post in the Discord. Make sure you guys check that out. Or I'll make a community post on YouTube just to kind of let you guys know. Again, I just started a new job, so the stream schedule is kind of all over the place right now. I can't just stream every single day now. But, yeah, we'll figure it out, and hopefully we'll keep the channel going, and we're getting closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers as well. We're actually very close, less than 100, so, but yeah, check out the Discord. There's memes, there's, you know, cat pictures, and all kinds of fun stuff over there. And, yeah, goodbye and good night, gamers. I'll see you in the next one.